Hello and welcome. I'm your host Elizibar. This is Wild Frontier Chapter 1. Hold on. Chapter 1. The Phantom Killer. So this is very much a kind of cyberpunk murder mystery investigation thing. Great description. The opening page really sets the tone. Not only does it set the tone for the art, which is pretty nice looking, very very manga from 20 years ago inspired. Like, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. There's some interesting graffiti on the walls. It's very atmospheric. It sets the tone. Sector 7, Capital City. Capital City is a colossal urban metropolis located on the northern continent of the planet Eros. It is so large it covers almost the entire continent, so it's Megacity 1, and is divided into many subdivisions called sectors. Each sector has its own unique style, culture, and purpose. Sector 7 was one of the last residential sectors to be completed. They thought it would be a paradise, but it has turned into a nightmare. There's like some fun little like side matter here, some front matter. There's also the equivalent in the back. If I can flip over to it, get a little picture, Sector 7. And there's a little fake news article right here. One thing that's interesting about this book, and do I have a normal comic handy? Well, Van Helsing, it looks like I'm using you as a comparison because you're the book that's like actually out where I can get my hands on it. Let's see, how can I demonstrate this? Can you see the difference in how thick the books are? I know it's kind of blurry. The stock here in every page is basically like card stock. Van Helsing is on like some pretty standard glossy magazine stock. There's nothing like fancy. Well, it is kind of fancy, but there's like nothing super special about it. It's a very common comic book paper. Wild Frontier is printed on this heavy card stock. Hear that? Hold on. Do you hear that? Like, it doesn't flip like paper. And the interior of stock is almost as thick as the cover stock. It's absolutely brutal. Now, one thing that's kind of funny, when I was reading this, I got here. I just watched like half of the first episode of Voyager. Don't judge me, okay? I'm watching with somebody else. It's the first time they've seen it, so don't judge. But President Chakotay made me laugh. Anyway, so there's this killer. Let me just show like his victim. Oh, it's Grizzly. Oh, yeah, is the Phantom Killer. Oh man, I got way ahead of myself. I got to step back for a second. I got to step back. Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. This was a Kickstarter book. I don't feel like it was too far overdue. Like, as some campaigns go, like 8 months is like, that's so memorable. But this one, I remember I bought it and then it arrived and I wasn't even expecting it. So it must have been on time or just like a month later or something. Close enough. Close enough. It's pretty good. This is a intro issue, so they don't resolve the story. They just kind of set it up. And what's going on is you've got this killer, you've got a special team assembled to check out the killer, to see what the killer's doing. Uh, great job just smacking that cable. I'm so sorry that I just thwacked the camera basically and gave you that annoying sway. But we get to meet people. Here's our main character. He's the one on the cover, if you didn't notice. See? There he is. And we meet the other detectives and agents working on the case, and there's a bunch of them. And they interrogate the witnesses, or the people that found the body, which are some kids, kids that are war orphans from another country. It's absolutely, positively grisly. I'm wondering, is there anything else really cool in here to show you? The artist has a pretty good mastery of human faces. He also knows a little something about how kids work, or at least how kids in entertainment work. So they're like interrogating the kids that found the body. Is that an action figure you're holding? It's Rocket Man! Did Rocket Man see what happened? Yes! Yes, of course Rocket Man saw. And so the kid tells him, the Rocket Man saw the killer, and it was a monster looked into its eyes. Uh, it's pretty good stuff. So on the upside, this is actually a pretty interesting book. It's on like some super premium stock here. This is like some heavy duty stuff. I might have to put this in a thick bag instead of a regular one. I don't know. I got a comic bag right here that I have no idea what used to be in it. It was just sitting on my desk. Oh, that's like a magazine bag or a silver bag? Something that's not the right kind of bag. Hold on. I have another comic bag that must have had something in it because this is all crinkled. It's gonna fit. Let's see if this will fit. I hate to waste one of my like the bags I use for my 100 pagers. Oh no, it's just barely gonna go in. Well, that's perfect. Let's shake this back out. Also, there's an ad from music from the creator, which I thought was fun. Let's flip open the back cover so you can look at the cool colored cityscape and stuff. All in all, like I enjoyed reading this. I want to read the rest of it. Like I feel like this should have been published as a single issue. I feel like this should have been published as a trade or a little manga volume or something. Because while this was interesting and the setup was interesting, the little twist at the end was interesting. Of course, there's a twist at the end. What'd you think? You'd get away from like a murder mystery without what's a twist? Come on, we got M Night Shyamalan up in here, man. He says, "What's a twist?" Uh, all that stuff was interesting. It was pretty good. The art was great. The dialogue, I just devoured it. I devoured every panel. I devoured every page. Once I started reading this thing, once I got to let's see, the second page actually. Once I got to the second page, once I got past that first page that set the mood, and I actually started reading stuff, and I saw the poor hapless victim before he became the victim, I was hooked. It was just like I had picked up Gunsmith Cats and started flipping through it. I couldn't stop reading this thing until I got done. And I think that is the most ringing endorsement I can give a comic book. I couldn't stop reading it. I absolutely could not. Wild Frontier, Chapter 1. I think I backed this like in February this year or something, and it came in the summer. Something like that. I wonder if this creator has Chapter 2 ready because I want to go read Chapter 2. You might want to go read Chapter 2. I don't know. Maybe you don't like Chapter 2, but I think I'm going to like Chapter 2. You all take care of yourselves. You have a great day. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I sure hope to see you again next time. Until then, bye bye.